another lady was a customer for the winter. And she was a complainer, not about our work. Like we signed a standard winter seasonal contract for a 2-inch trigger. I explained the contract to her. But of course, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them understand the contract. So she was calling, why haven't you been coming to do the driveway? And I explained to her, I went through the contract with her and explained it. I said, we have zero tolerance counts. We could do a zero tolerance for you. But so then I sent out mailers, I sent out postcards in February, right? Telling people, hey, we're offering a discount on spring cleanups, and if you sign up for a seasonal mowing contract, we'll give you a discount on that too. And I thought, when I signed these people up, it was her and her neighbor, when I signed these people up, I thought they were going to be year-round customers. Well, the other lady next door, she likes to mow her own yard, and that's fine. That's good for her. But she did hire us to do a spring cleanup. And I didn't have video of that one, but let me just, it was amazing. We did we did supreme primo #1 grade A. The striping was beautiful, the dethatching was perfect. We didn't spin a tire, nothing, nowhere. It looked fantastic. I even got a note from the lady when she paid her bill, she thought so too. So we're doing this cleanup, and the complainer lady comes home. She lives next door. And she's complaining because we've done the neighbor's half of the yard between their adjoining properties. And she's telling me, we've never done that before. The old guy we always used to mow all the way up to her house. And I'm like, she didn't tell me that. You know? And so she's mad because we were mowing, I guess, and I asked her where the line was, and of course she wouldn't give me an answer because she didn't want to give me an answer because it didn't fit in with, I like to help people. I like to help old ladies. I like to help old people stay in their homes as long as they can. I've told this lady, you need to go to her apartment. Because she was complaining that the driveway was icy because we weren't there doing service that was outside of the contract that we had services for. And she said, well, it's icy and I might fall when I go to get my rural mail delivery box at the curb. So she had to walk down the driveway. And I get that, and I'm offering her suggestions. I said, of course, the garage is attached to the house. And I said, get in your car and drive down to the mailbox and get your mail. She didn't like that idea. Whatever answer, whatever suggestion I had for her to make her life better or easier, she didn't want to hear it. She just wanted to complain. So I know this, and I know why now. I knew right away why her old guy that used to do her lawn and snow for the two neighbors, because he's too nice a guy that he couldn't tell the one lady, you drive me nuts. I can't work for you anymore, and then still come and do the neighbor. He's too soft-hearted. There's a turkey crossing the road. Me, I wouldn't have that problem. I would tell the neighbor, your neighbor drives me nuts. And I may not, they may not, because I don't put up with that. My time is valuable to me. And so anyway, let's get back to so we're cleaning up the neighbor's yard. It looks amazing. And she even says, you shouldn't have done that because now their yard looks really nice and mine looks like shit. That's exactly what she said. I go, oh, so now we know what the problem is. That yours looks bad because hers looks good. And this was the first week of April. Remember, I sent the cards out in March. And she's telling me, well, she's in a walking cast. She's 86 years old. 86-year-old lady with her foot in a walking cast. And some of you guys probably think I'm an asshole because but you weren't there. So judge me, I don't care. But so then she says, well, I said, well, how come you didn't call? Well, my husband had to have surgery again, and my foot's been broke, and blah blah blah. The violins are playing, and it's just a big pity party. And this is, I'm working. I'm trying to clean up this yard next door. So, where was I? I had a phone call. Had to take that. Had to pull over. So, she says, well, why don't you do mine too? Now that you're here. And I'm like, huh? I go, I sent out I sent out cards in February. You had over a month to call and get on the list. I've got 15 people who've called and made we've got a schedule. You aren't on it. Do you want me to put you on the list? Well, And so then, of course, well, how much do you charge? And I said, well, $60 an hour per machine for cleanup. Well, our last guy only charged us $33. How do you believe what people always tell you? Or do you at least question the context of what they're telling you? Because I do. Because he may have been mowing for $33. It was a small yard. He may very well have been mowing for $33, but he wasn't doing a cleanup. Because those of you who've been around for a while, you know that sometimes them smaller yards are more putsy and more, and it depends how fussy the person is too. What they expect, the level of detail that they expect. Bigger yards can often be less involved than a small one. And so I told her, I said, well, we'd probably be around that price because it's not gonna, But the point is, Yeah, your old guy used to do it for $33 and he won't do it anymore. Did you miss that part? It wasn't worth his time for $33, because every time he came, he wasn't getting out of there in a half an hour like he should have, because you corner him and bitch and whine about how your life sucks, and he'd be there for an hour having to listen to you and hold your hand, you know. So if you want a therapist, if you want me to be your therapist, I'm gonna charge you like a frickin' therapist, because my time's valuable to me. I'm sure most people can give a crap about what, you know, how much time I have in a day, and how, you know, and that's good. That's because you got to look out for yourself. You can look out for other people too. That I'm not saying that, but if you're expecting someone else to take care of you and make things right for you, like if you think that government's the answer to that life isn't fair, you know, let's not even get into a video mode. I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Don't even get me started. So that's what else? Oh yeah, I had a lawn that I did yesterday. They wanted it bagged, and I explained to them that, you know, cleanup season is done. We've taken our baggers off, we've taken our dethatchers off, you know, and what type of equipment you have, if you've got a dump from the seat bagger and you use a leaf loader like we do to load an enclosure, and that you're talking 3 or 4 hours to put all that stuff back on to go do 1 yard and take it back off again when you're done. Now, so I told them, we've got a Toro Pro Line, a 48-inch, that has a side bagger. It's easy to put on. I said, yeah, I'll bag your yard, and you know, it's time and materials, you know, whatever, and it's $50 an hour. Okay, so well, it took 2 hours and 20 minutes. But again, this is not my normal setup. So we had to move some mowers around to put the mower, the Pro Line, on the trailer, and then of course we have to go dump the grass when we're done. So it's legitimately a 3-hour job. Run to the dump the grass, bring the mower back and put it on the trailer it belongs on, put stuff away. Yeah, you know, so it's legitimately a 3-hour job. $50 an hour, $150 if you price it out the other way. And let's, you know, who doesn't like to deal in round numbers? You know, we could do a whole video on bidding accounts, and you got your stupid, we're gonna go with the low bid, and so one guy bids $199.99 because he outbids the guy then that bid $200, you know, or you bid $249.87, so you outbid the guy that bid $249.99. And so then what ends up happening is you got the $200 guy and the $199 guy. Then you get another guy that, well, last year they did $199. So I'm gonna beat them. I'm gonna go $179.99, because then I'm lower. Do you see where you're going? I know. I've got a guy who owns a tree trimming business. We call him Tree Trimmer. There's a company in town that calls themselves tree trimmers, but anyway, never mind. He used to bid stuff for the city of Fergus, the city of Fargo. He'd been doing this for 15 years. And then the bids, the people that are winning the bids are bidding it cheaper than he was doing it 15 years ago. Think about that. Process that information. How stupid are you? Oh, it's only $10. Only $10 a year. That crap should be going up. If you were getting it $100 for it 10 years ago, 15 years ago, holy crap. It should have gone up at least 30, 40, 50%. I know some guys say, we raise our price a little every year. And that's fine if you want to. Talked about round numbers. I like round numbers. I charge you $150 to do your yard. Next year I'm not going to charge you $153. That's stupid. If you want to do that, then just go to a monthly charge. Charge them an extra $10 for the month.